Hello and welcome to Sky Factory 3 One Chunk Shoot Bob Off the World Challenge. Oh, Bob's not happy with me.
Hello, audience, but not Daniel.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm
Bob.
talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Blah, blah, blah.
We think that Bob's grave, very sadly, spawned in a chunk that then those builders cleared.
Because they're mean.
They are mean things.
Mean and nasty.
Yes. So in this episode, I'm going to try to move the wither spawning stuff that I have up there over here, or possibly, in fact, over here, because that way I don't have to move this interface. So in order to spawn a wither and move it along, I want to make a draconic portal. And draconic portal is going to need where is it now? Dislocator receptacle. That sounds painful, doesn't it?
I think I had that once in uni.
And that's going to go there. And then I'm going to need... Ow! Something just hit me. When I hit the dislocator receptacle, it hit me back.
Oh.
How rude of it.
Yeah.
No, something else is hitting me. Oh, it's you.
Hello, I have creative flight now. Don't do that, I've got no armour.
That was very mean.
Was it as mean as murdering somebody by shooting them off the platform?
That was entirely an accident, and you know it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 3s is 15. Am I mad?
2 3s isn't 15.
9 plus 2 3s is 15.
Probably.
Yeah. So this here draconium infused obsidian not only looks like a 3-year-old decided to be sick on a block.
It is a glorious texture, isn't it?
But I now need a dislocator. And then if I go and stand inside here, roughly where our wither was spawning before, and I click the dislocator, like that, and then I boop it in there, we have a portal that teleports us inside here. That is a good thing, because the wither falls ever so slightly while it's spawning. Doesn't it, Bob?
Yes. Still not talking to you, though.
Aww. Don't be sad.
How many diamonds have we got?
Not enough.
Oh.
Why?
I was going to make myself a full set of Supremium armour. Yeah, just because.
We have the wherewithal to make 4 diamonds. Nearly 5.
That's nowhere near enough.
There's also a pair of diamond
you
leggings.
need a lot of diamonds for draconic armour as well, don't you?
Oh, loads.
I think I'm going to go back to dark steel.
Yeah. If you sag mill the diamond leggings, then you can get 5 diamonds.
Ooh, I might do that.
So, I'm going to dismantle this particular horror.
I think it's beautiful. In its own way.
Ha! I'm going to rebuild it instead using something else, which means that these phantom places will be available for other purposes.
Ooh, I like other purposes.
I know you do.
Yes.
This is going to take a moment or 3.
Oh, I've got to make my stupid overpowered bow again.
It's not my fault you didn't soulbound it.
Yeah, it is. Not entirely sure how, but it is.
I don't think I got my transfer filters back.
Ha.
Oh well. I don't particularly mind. You'll need to make a Yeta wrench as well for yourself. And basically, you just suck.
Meh.
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 I'm going to pick up this circuit and then begin the overwhelmingly complicated process of popping all these bits off. And then popping all these bits off. Okay, in order to successfully build our system, we are going to need some, what do you call them, mechanical users. Oh, we've got 64, how convenient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are going to need filters. 7 of them. And we are going to need some spare blocks. So, we'll build this so that the wither spawns in the middle. And to do that, we're going to need a mechanical user there. One there, one there. I'll spin these around in a moment. There. And then there, there, there. There we go. That's the shape of our mechanical users. The convenient thing about mechanical users is we can say upper left slot only, which actually means I don't need transfer filters at all. Awesome. They can go away. I'm going to, however, need conduits. Plenty of redstone and item conduits. I'm also going to need some... let's get the cobblestone back again, because that's going to be needed to keep life simple. Like that. Upper left slot only, place block, and I'm going to have to repeat that. Upper left slot only, place block for all of these. What this will do is make it so that whatever goes into the upper left slot, which is obviously going to be the wither skulls and what have you, will be sufficient to build the wither. Upper left slot only, place block, like that, and we're basically good. So now what we need is 1, 2, 3 wither skeleton skulls, 1, 2, 3, 4 soul sand, and rather than these transfer nodes, we are going to have all that shiny stuff going to get sucked back in. Excellent. Rather than those transfer nodes, we're going to use item conduits. And the item conduit is not going to connect there. So before we activate the item conduits to do what we need, we're going to put one with a skeleton skull in each of the top ones. Oh, what happened there? You're on always place. That's no good. They all need to be on redstone pulse. I'm very lucky that nothing bad happened there. Redstone pulse. Redstone pulse.
I could have right-clicked my teleporter. I just realised.
How stupid do you feel?
Very.
Right, so we now have that stuff all ready. Next step is to configure all of those to insert mode. gosh, this is going to be moderately tedious, for which I apologise. South, insert, and finally, always active for extracting. So, we now have wither skeleton skulls streaming in. Oh, we appear to be out of wither skeleton skulls.
Oh.
We are indeed out of that essence. That's a tad sad. It will grow and life will be fine. But in the meantime, we're filling up all of our soul sand. That's looking good. So apart from the skulls, we're all good now. So I'm going to now have to configure the redstone interface on this. 2, 3 more, which is going to be in out, and in out. Oh no.
Shake it's all about.
In out. And then on the top side here, we're going to put a different colour. So it's going to be in out green. And our reason for that is because we then need a repeater. And we're just going to set up a simple delay loop. Do you like simple delay loops?
They're the best type of delay loops.
I agree. So red is going to activate this, and this is going to be green. And then that is not going to be set. So that means that when red activates, a few ticks later, well 4 ticks later in fact, green will activate, which should spawn our wither. Do I feel lucky?
Punk.
Don't call me punk. Just going to get my sword just in case. And a button. And so the button is red. We haven't managed to get... we're up to 42 with the skeleton skulls there. Boop. No, that wasn't enough. So it's on place block. That wasn't good enough. What could it be if it's not place block?
What are you trying to do? I've not been listening.
Build the wither. Oh, it's not place block. It's use item on block, isn't it?
Yeah.
For those
I forgot
ones.
what type of flight I was using for a second then and nearly hurtled to my death again.
Please don't spawn stuff.
I'm just turning this back on because I need it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you need that it's producing?
It's soul vial with an enderman in it.
Oh, right. You've got that one set up like that.
Yeah.
In capture mode. Fair enough. Wither. It made a wither and it teleported it into the space.
Yay.
So now what should happen is that wither should form and prang and life should be good. And it got splatted and life is good. Excellent.
Big and then it exploded.
Yes. So the only thing that's left is to do a level emitter, which I think in refined storage parlance is a detector, which needs an improved processor and a casing. So there's our casing. And here's our improved processor. You appear to be thunderously typing there, Bob.
Typing.
So much typing.
I've lost my sword. I pressed F. That'll be why.
Oh dear. I'd say you worry me, but Well, you worry me.
What's wrong with that?
I'm going to put the item collector there.
6.
And my reason for that is so that I can put my detector there. And the reason for that is so I can get a timer. And I think a dark utilities timer will do what I want. Let's just test that though. If I put a dark utilities timer down. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Export onto that.
There we go. I'm going to set that to be brown. So in theory, if I put something down, it'll start goes brown. So it's not going to automatically spawn a whole pile of withers. So there's the timer. And the delay is going to be... Is 5 seconds reasonable? Or should it be smaller?
I think it should be half a second.
I don't, because it wouldn't...
We need a billion withers.
No.
Yay.
I'm gonna leave it at 5 seconds. Hello.
Oh, okay.
So at 5 seconds, that's good. And I believe that... Have you got a lever? No, it's got a lever. If we stick a redstone signal into the timer, it should stop. So yeah, see how remaining time doesn't go down? But if I let it go, it'll flash, and the remaining time goes down, and then it flashes. But with that, it doesn't. So if I set this detector, I need a nether star. How have we only got 50? Yeah. Have you been using nether stars?
I don't think so.
So I'm figuring that we want to keep, let's say, 32 nether stars. And what we want to do is emit when above 32. Right? So when above 32 nether stars, it will disable the timer. But when we're below 32 nether stars, the timer will be able to fire. And if I now set the colour back to red for the timer, it will spawn withers until we have 32 nether stars in the system. Are you ready for this?
Hang on.
And he got 41 wither skeleton skulls. So, you know, here's hoping. And 34 in there, and 63 in there. We're going to have to grow some more wither skeletons essence later. Ready?
Yep.
I'm now permitting this to happen.
Bye-bye.
And there's another one. Etho.
Did you change the shield so that it's not doing damage on thingy anymore?
No, but it doesn't matter because the grinder's pretty quick.
Do we need the shield there at all? Considering they die instantly. Oh, the shield has gone away.
That's quite worrisome.
I love this. This is the best thing you've built.
I thoroughly disagree. The heck happened there?
That was fantastic. Well done, Daniel. The first explosion from the thing forming took out the shield controller.
Oh. Rude words. At least the mob grinder survived.
Yeah, well, that's a significantly better solution, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why you changed it.
Go away, Bob.
Okay, bye.
While I fix this mess.
Away.
Oh dear. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't let me build anything. Because I'm basically worse than Pahamar.
The worst ever.
Yep. So I need some of that fancy cobble.
Potion of swiftness. I'm going to make potions.
Oh, I put the wrong thing down again.
Potion of healing.
Bob?
Yes.
Can I have a travel anchor, please?
No.
Painted with stone?
No, you're not allowed one.
Oh, don't be a meanie.
There's one here.
So basically that shield just wasn't powerful enough to cope with that many withers. Is our conclusion here.
Mm.
Did you get a whole bunch of random bits and bobs in your inventory?
Nope.
That's alright, I've got a travel anchor now. I'm efficient. So that's detector and then interface.
On the plus side, this bit still works.
Yeah. And on the really plus side, it didn't destroy those mechanical users which have all the with the skeleton skulls in. Because that would have been very sad making.
Mm.
Um,
This almost makes up for you murdering me. It only could have been better if you'd actually released the withers. Ooh, hello, dragon.
well, I'll take that as a positive thing then.
Yes.
Reinforced obsidian. I need 1 for the corner, 2 for the vertical, and then 1, 2. That's 3, and then 6, 12, 15. I'm just making a box that you can't see into.
Aww.
Because it'll be more reliable.
Yeah.
And right now I care significantly more about reliable than pretty.
There's witherproof glass, isn't there?
Yes, but that needs wither essence that we don't have.
Oh. How do you make wither essence?
Oh, hang on. We've now got 2 wither skeleton skulls.
Mm.
So I might be able to make witherproof glass now, yeah. I'll make 1 piece of witherproof glass. Just for you.
Yay.
Because I'm the nicest person who definitely didn't deliberately kill you.
Unconvinced about that one. What's the thing called to make potions? Brewing stand. That's it. I've forgotten how vanilla works.
Right. So I now need more of the fancy cobblestone. I need a piece of normal stone here, and then the fancy cobblestone here and here, here and here, and here. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, what a mess I made. I am a bad man.
Yep.
I've
been saying this for years, but you know, nobody listens.
Why would we?
Exactly.
Where's my binder?
Ooh.
Binder? There we go. And you need to be in output mode, which will keep the grinder powered. Excellent. Next step. Oh, I'm no longer providing power downstairs. That would be bad. Was I before? I was. Conduit. There we go. Are there any facades painted with plain stone around?
Doesn't look like it.
There's one painted with stone bricks. I'll use that one. There we go. I'll cover this up in a little while. Let's get the interface. Interface. And another improved processor, or 3. And a machine casing. And is it detector? Detector. So, doing that again, a detector with nether stars set for 32, emit when above, and a timer, clock, are you just going to be laughing at me from now until forever?
A little bit.
Oh.
I'm sort of in the place.
Yeah, so I'm gonna up the delay on that to 100, so let's go to 200 ticks. So it's going to be 10 seconds.
Of course, there is a problem with this design.
What?
What happens if I fall in here now?
Then you'd better hope that you've got a teleporting staff or a charged porter.
Ah, I do.
So that needs to export soul sand and skulls.
I figured out why we've got no wither skeleton skulls in the machine.
Well, yeah.
There's 2 stacks of them in your thing.
Yes, that's half of the point.
Yes.
And I need an advanced item collector.
Don't have any food.
Fortunately, I have 2 of those. Set for maximum X, maximum Z, and a Y of 3 or so. So, how many withers do we currently have? Sorry, stars. 20. That's going to start counting down for 10 seconds. And then there should be a wither inside the... Yes. So we're going to spawn one every 10 seconds now instead of every 5 seconds.
Okay. Is that one going to blow up the base as well?
Hopefully not.
Oh.
Interestingly, it seems to approximately balance out in that it takes about 10 seconds. So we should only ever really have 2 withers in the system.
If you stand here, it hurts you when they explode.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Just FYI. Ow. Hurts here as well.
Yeah. It hurts within about a chunk, which is kind of inconvenient.
A little bit, yeah.
So the good news is we're up to 25 wither stars now.
Yay.
Or rather nether stars. Ow. I'm going to start putting crap away. And... Ow. What I need now is a chisel bag. Bit bag. Bag. There's my bit bag. And I need the fancy cobblestone bits. And I need some stone bits. And then I probably need to turn off the spawner. There we go. Just for a moment or 3. We now have 31 stars. So the good news is that when I turn the system back on, we should be very close to knowing what's going on.
Yeet.
So stone goes in this region here. Drawn to there. Fancy cobblestone goes... Oh, I lack a chisel. Chisel. There we go. Fancy cobblestone drawn to there. And again to there. There we go. So if I now allow the spawner to run, what we should end up with is basically 33 nether stars.
Cool.
Because it'll spawn the next wither just before the detector goes off.
Yeah.
So now, even though that lever's off, it shouldn't be spawning more withers. Except it is.
Yay.
Oh, now it's not. Oh, it's because it's above. So it needed to get to 33 to be above. So that works. We will now maintain a level of 34 nether stars.
Yay.
Excellent. Do you know what?
What?
That's basically an episode.
Yay.
I hope that was interesting for people. What with me making a horrible, horrible mistake. I'm sure
I found it entertaining.
Once you stopped crying, anyway. You know what we should do? We should
Murder everything.
put these spawners into the system. So we have a crafter that puts a soul vial in, and it automatically spits out the filled soul vial.
Yes.
That would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put my sword back in the mechanical user. Put my chiseled bits back away. How's our power situation? Looking good. I think that's an episode. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.